Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolt to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest
on his way to...
The past doesn't matter. Here's where it counts. Here is where it's settled. The prize is on the line.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who...
Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes.
Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
Uh-oh, the Cobra clutch is applied.
The Cobra! He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage is... been done.
Bang! And this one might be headed ringside.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Oh. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win.
We could see a count out here.
Effective counter. Intercontinental Champion. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our
Cobra clutch cinched in.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Thursday Raw Thursday, getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. #1 contender Rocky Maivia versus the champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Fisherman suplex. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Ooh. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
Who will break first? That is the
Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst.
Uh-oh. Crossface. Perfectly executed submission hold. And rolls him off.
Thursday Raw, Thursday. Getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Number one contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Out.
There it is, the People's Punch.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to... Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. These two going strike for strike, it seems. Ooh. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Neither competitor is backing down.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third generation up-and-comer would love nothing.
Cobra clutch cinched in.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
Fisherman suplex.
Incredible!
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well, the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Helmsley has no control here.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
Taking this fight back into the ring. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Ooh, what a punch! This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Ooh.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Oh! Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Boom! The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Both absolutely drained, but
fist after fist, neither one relenting here. Oh my, that'll rock you.
oh, that'll swell up.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rock
Perched up top.
knee drop. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steel is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a stick.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of Joe. Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel.
Back and forth we go.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Boom!
Big impact. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
The High Chief Peter Maivia and George the Animal Steel.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The Animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Ooh.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Foot just stomping down. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal.
Just punishing their opponent. Side headlock takeover, nicely done.
Really wrenching it.
Took him out at the knee. Great way to completely disrupt the momentum and buy yourself some time.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief and the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely sky high.
Oh, my goodness. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the Animal out here. The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
He's in complete command here.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief. Pulled back into the hip toss. Oh, vicious headbutt. Oh, my goodness. Ah, what a smash. That is just insulting. And he is directed into the corner. Oh, headbutt.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel. Cage stipulation. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Ian Steel. He's got the shoulders down. This is it. And the count stopped short of 2.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away. The WWE Universe.
Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here.
Twisting their left arm into a hammerlock. Able to punch his way out. Took him out at the knee.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Maivia is reaching that other level. And a clothesline.
Then a knee right to the throat.
Headbutt.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here. Peter Maivia rallying this crowd behind him.
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back. With a series of forearms.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, and I think we just might see
Backbreaker.
that'll realign your vertebrae. Maivia can taste it now.
Makes the cover. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 Draft Lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth. And Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown? Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Measured elbow drop.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second queen of the ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
Great power.
Samoa drop.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
Nia Jax is doing what... Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor. Right, you know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds,
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me... Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnake's music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. Pulled in for a belly to belly. And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
Well, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all The Rock's success. Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Oh, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
That's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
Catches the leg.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
He goes back into the ring here.
Things are heading ringside now.
We talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there was no greater reason to stomp the tar out of
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well.
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. And Rikishi with a count.
And it looks like, he's donning the crimson mask after that move.
The fight is on, and it's furious. What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Big forearm.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw a finger in the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
Well, hell hath no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight. Oh! And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough for Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi driver.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
Rikishi finds his target with that one. Coming back from the outside now.
And his head is taking even more damage.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Rikishi able to dodge that.
Breaks the count.
This is going to come down to who wants it more. Rikishi driver.
Is that enough to take out Austin?
There's two. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring, showcase Umaga's cruel brutality, and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga?
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
Lots of competitors in the back dream for a shot at this title.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
And you just see Cena's legs bend awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
And Cena's starting to falter here.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
Trying to put this thing away.
Shoulders down, rolled up.
Almost 2.5.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Cena tonight.
No signs of either combatant backing down. Oh. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Two fighters putting their headlifters on autopilot right now.
Look out! Piercing elbow!
Boom, what impact! Boom! And with the attacks Umaga has been delivering, you have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Oh, here we go with the headbutt to the gut! A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
And now propped up in the corner.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look out!
What a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga.
The champ with the cover. A defiant kick out after one.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Umaga with a retaliation. Clothesline.
What impact.
That's using your head. Pulled in for
belly to belly. Oh my gosh. Superstar setting up. What an aggressive side slam.
That's using your head. An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Umaga continues to maintain the advantage.
Super kick.
What a dive.
That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition.
Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
John has to find an opening and respond.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Pulled in for
belly to belly. Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike. The challenger comes up big.
Somehow he kicked out.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being... winding up. There's a Samoan spike.
Makes the cover.
Challenger clearing a path.
New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the...
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. and the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want...
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
We got 3-minute warning to the authors of pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are 2 of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the 2 teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warning's chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Now he's back into the ring. Indy counters.
Wrench in the arm. Clothesline. Great athleticism.
Clothesline. Big splash. And that clearly rocked Razor a bit. Jamal going up. Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
He's been put through the ringer tonight.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe. Isolating their opponent's arm and oh!
Oh, stop right to the hand. You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
He's looking to take this fight to a whole new level. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams.
Look at this. This can't be good. Now count out as he takes things out of the ring. An unyielding showing of authority. No two ways about it.
Oof. Oh, come on, not to the face.
Where else would they do it, Saxton? This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do. And will introduce any tool to produce victory.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a...
First up top. Going outside. What's he got planned here? Here he goes for the win. He breaks the pin, keeping his team in this one.
Down with the Samoan drop.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Double axe handle connects. Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here. STO takedown.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal.
Oh no, are they setting the table on fire? This is too damn far.
Fought off with an elbow. Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Samoan drop.
He's about to become the chairman.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding. All expectations.
And enters back into the ring. Oh, what a wind-up. Had it scattered and met with a back elbow. With authority. No, he gets the shoulder.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
You saw that one coming.
Shoulder tackle.
great cardio makes all the difference, helping you stay alive deep into the match.
Rosie now on the offensive. Heading to the outside now. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
I can already feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
And I don't know how much longer this can...
Kick right to the... Uh-oh. Going for the ride. Choke slam. AOP might have just passed their final testament. This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality. A pin. We have a pin.
Wards off the pin at 2.
How?
Looks like he's coming back in.
Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark. Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
And he is daring his opponent to face him with the steel chair. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
About to introduce some metal into the mayhem in the form of the trash can.
Yes, the trash can connects. Talk about taking out the trash. Oh! Connects the fist to the face. Great counter. Man, what a clothesline. Oh! Loving blow.
Sliding back into the ring. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Oh, strong impact. Oh, colliding with a barricade. Oh, and he slammed his face right into the barricade. Big clothesline. Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God. Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise. Uh-oh. Wrench in the arm. Boom! Clothesline.
And able to beat Jamal to the punch.
No! Someone call a dentist.
Fighting up on the entrance stage. So much aggression on display here. These two showing no regard for their well-being.
And he now slides back into the ring.
Just grounded and pounded.
Lariat. There we go. He thinks this is it.
Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about...
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking into WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick for a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, "Are you nervous about this?" She said, "Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history."
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown, first SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis. Mella is...
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch will climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase to become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've
said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Full focus on obtaining the prize.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge. Carmella trying to snatch the contract.
History in Bella's hands.
This has got to be it.
Victory is inevitable.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Carmella might need to start leaning on her in-ring IQ after an attack like that.
She needs to protect herself so she can make it up the ladder later.
I don't know if they're going to have any taste buds left after that.
Picked up and being carried around now. Power slam! Illegal in many sports, but that was used effectively in there.
Hey, you can't do that.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring.
Across the top rope, what a hot shot. Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
And she may be cunning, but even the veteran Lynch didn't have that attack scouted.
Yes, Carmella's clearly setting out to prove just how untouchable she really is.
Powerful contact by Tamina. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
That's going to fire you up with anger. That offense might have rocked the confidence of Natalya.
Attack after another. Ooh, slam!
With authority. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Position.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face.
Nice gut-wrench suplex.
And this one's taken to the outside. Her endurance is really being tested now.
If this keeps up, climbing that ladder is going to be very difficult. Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
We should probably, we should probably go. Needs to move quick here.
This might be your chance.
Is this the right time? Is this the career-making moment? Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my God, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Ooh, that foils Lynch.
Oh, come on. That's a vile chop block.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Reaching for the prize.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Charlotte with a limited window here.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
All wrapped up. Overclutch in the Bibles carry takeover.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Takedown. Helicopter spin.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting.
This is entertaining.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? She's in place. Can she end this here?
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though. Natalya.
Picture perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
Carmella perhaps realizing there that she's not as untouchable as she claims.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult. Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity of the match.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And able to beat Natalya to the punch. Up and bang!
Quick sidestep on Natalya.
There goes Carmella into a rough landing. She's choosing to leave the ring now. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Big-time bloodline. Good grief.
Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good.
Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
Unloading!
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Tamina's chop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all.
She's being derailed here.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending the ladder very challenging. Let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now.
Inverted DDT!
Lights out.
And Lynch falls victim to some big impact there.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
Rapid fire stomps to the back. And she's fine taking this to the outside. Look out, here's Charlotte. A slingshot cross body.
Straight to the outside and landed right on the target.
A textbook example of high risk, high reward right there.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
He's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
It's going to take some time, but you got to just keep going.
Natalya trying to reach out for the contract.
With the history books at a court name once more.
Tugging and grabbing and doing everything to get it down.
Trying to grab it.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory. Tamina is so close to victory now.
Could this be her moment?
This is where steady nerves are a necessity.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Victory is literally within her reach here.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Big opportunity for Carmella. Can she pull it down?
Becky Lynch has a hold of the arm. And the disarm her is locked in. Oh my gosh, but if she taps out here, it won't mean any. Arm is trapped, but she gets away.
Ooh, back off, you stank.
Yuck. Shot to the dome. Ooh.
And her torso really looks to be the big target here.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? A lot of damage taken on by Carmella. I'm not sure how this will pan out.
And at this point, you really have to wonder how much longer she has left in this match. That's just hard to watch.
Placing the ladder right in the middle of the ring.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Victory is within reach now.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. Here we go. This is hers for the taking.
About to finish the job.
Every time you climb that ladder, you hope it's the last time.
Certainly isn't getting any safer up there.
And Tamina pushed into a weakened state now.
Yeah, Tamina being tested deep into this match. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
The Queen has put her opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
Devastating elbow. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to reach it, trying to win.
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for. Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer.
The missing maneuver is locked in, just sapping her out of energy. She needs to break free and get back in this. She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see. A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Sent flying out of the ring here. Lands a timely reversal. Sent into the corner.
Spear by the Queen.
Neckbreaker. That attack to the head, no doubt, rocked her a bit. Totally helpless at the moment. Backbreaker. Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick?
Saw it coming and avoided it. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Oh, that's not how you're supposed to use a ladder.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch. That was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Neck breaker excellently executed. Oh, man.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. Some agility gets her out of dodge.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
Dropping the leg. Huge boot. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
And now Tamina's in ringside. She wants to take this thing to the outside.
Leg drop.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Taking things back into the ring. She's reaching for it.
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it.
So close and yet so far.
She's almost got it.
Could be mere seconds away from unhooking it now.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. She's set the ladder up dead center.
Her eyes are on the prize now.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win?
Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
No idea where this one's heading.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's grabbing at the prize now.
All eyes are glued high above the ring.
This is the challenge. Could be the only one.
Well, it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there.
Keeping at it. Could this be it?
Straining to get this thing down.
You got to do everything you can at this point.
Now, we're looking at certain victory right here, guys. Maybe.
Never assume.
Gets lifted into position.
Hard landing. And the core taking on some damage.
Legs caught.
Natalia's so proficient in submission maneuvers.
The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
Every second up there is a look.
She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso Penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell?
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
Here we go, gentlemen. The tag team titles are up for grabs. Final preparations between partners before the action begins.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood. Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street. Oh!
What an uppercut. So impactful.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Oh, what a forearm!
The champ really feeling the effects of this match now.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
And it's going to be hard for Woods to send a message if he gets outmatched like that.
Yeah, and Jay had him. Well measured.
Boom! What a knockout punch! Oh, man! New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly. Boom! Oh, that'll rattle you. Oof.
Stops that offense from connecting. Uppercut. Jordan. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
And the champ's in really rough shape now.
I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though.
And would you look at that? He's been busted wide open.
This is not good.
Heading back into the ring now. Great job anticipating Jimmy. Uppercut! Man. Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Off the rope, and a well-executed move we just saw there.
So they got the power on display.
Oh, knees to the gut.
Eyes are squarely set on Jimmy here.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Haymaker connects.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. So many amazing matches between these 2 teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's... not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier,
Woods, top rope with the... Wow, talk about making the save.
Now check this out, crucifix applied. This could be
a combination. The New Day retain the title.
Here are your winners, and still
the cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Corey, first entertaining is the New Day.
They can hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
And the champion avoids the 2 count.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They set up this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Whoa, that hurt right in a kidney. Golly. Some good contact by Jey Uso. Oh, boy. Our champion feeling the effects of all the offense so far.
There is no comfort, no mercy inside the cell. It's only going to get worse.
And slides back into the ring. Rocket kick. talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos called Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to work.
We're going to shut this down.
But no, helping their teammate out there. Now that'll do some serious damage. Russian leg sweep.
Delivers the leg drop.
That vicious streak of Jimmy Uso somewhat returned in kind there.
The power of positivity came. The champ with the pin.
He kicks out at 2.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
My, oh my, what elevation.
Damage starting to affect the challenger.
Woods showing an aggression that won't be contained.
And now heading back inside the ring. Oh.
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good.
Caught square by the haymaker.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
A steel chair, something we all know can be a devastating weapon. Forearm club.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the title.
Pin, title in the balance.
Keeps his team alive. What a save.
From behind. Back suplex. Ooh, kick to the face.
The belly.
Shot to the chest.
Clubbing blow.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Big E!
Big ending!
Could be game over for the Usos.
2! And a kick out.
Somehow, this title is still up for grabs.
Now might be a good time to regroup. Rethink your plan.
Big E looking frustrated here, guys. He really needs to dial back in and refocus on the task at hand. The challenger's in a bad way.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Oh, man.
Sweep of the leg. Good counter. That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first. Just punched him right in the neck. Well, that's enough already. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
He's thinking a steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here. Check out this power in the corner. Driven down Snake Eyes.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Oh, God. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
And here comes up Uso.
Uso splash!
Innovative offense from the Usos. Could end it all right here. He's able to cut off the pin count here.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Pin to decide the championship. Stop the pin, preventing this match from ending. Oh. Elbow drop. Oh, the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Ooh, that offense will definitely knock the wind out of him.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Heading back to the ring. The powerhouse of the New Day has his opponent up.
Rushes to the shot that has painted his face with a crimson mask.
The New Day might be on the verge of
The New Day retain the title.
Here are your winners, and still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Got to do more to get the fall.
What's he hoping to find down there?
Being set up in the corner for something. The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We are going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
From the top, got them right in the corner.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Oh, taking a blunt of that.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. A quick reversal by Jay. Super kick for the title. New champ. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
Uso. Jimmy Uso splash. Innovative offense from the Usos. Could end it all right here.
Usos and New Day going at it. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Bam! Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now.
These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair. It has nothing to do with lounging.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos is not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Taking a nasty hit from a flying chair. becoming a bigger target.
And he heads back into the ring. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Yeah, credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners